So guys, it looks like Tamar's got a lot of drama going on, but her girl Kandi is proving that she is there for her. Get into this video.
Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up guys, it's your boy Richie Scott and we are back with another video. And as you guys know, we talk all things pop culture, news and entertainment. A lot of what we focus on is housewives, and we're going to be talking a little bit of Real Housewives of Atlanta indirectly with this video. One of the things I'm going to talk about today is Tamar. And before I even get to that though, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the notification bell button because you just don't know when we're going to be coming out with new videos. And so one of the things that kind of popped up today for me was this whole situation with Tamar. I actually didn't want to touch on it, but let me go back. And I'll tell you the reason why I didn't want to touch on it. I used to do Braxton Family Values recap shows on AfterBuzz TV. And I may actually start doing them again on this channel because it looks like Braxton Family Values is heating up right now. And Tamar is also on the Welcome to the Dungeon tour, so she's quite busy. She's got a lot on her plate with the one show premiering, and she's currently on tour. So let's give her that right, first of all. And I want to kind of start doing Braxton Family Values recaps on this channel because my friend Troy, who is also good friends with Tamar, got into it with Tracy's manager on last week's episode. So I kind of need to go back and watch that episode now. I kind of need to catch up on this whole season. But anyway, let's get into the news. So everybody has been up in arms about Tamar recently because as Page 6 has been reporting, it said here that Tamar says she doesn't have time for 24-year-old niece's funeral. It's kind of all in the way they phrased that, and I'm going to get into more of the article, but, you know, I think basically what Tamar was saying in her live was that, you know, it's a lot dealing with a funeral. And she actually offered an explanation about that, but I'll get into that in a second. But first of all, let me get into what the Page 6 article said, how she responded, and then what Kandi did next. All right, the Page 6 article reads, Tamar Braxton is too busy to attend the 24-year-old niece's funeral. The Braxton Family Values star, who is touring with Kandi Burruss for her Welcome to the Dungeon experience, said on Instagram Live that she wouldn't be attending Lauren Lolo Braxton's funeral because she's exhausted from work and doesn't have time to make it. I've been MIA because I cannot bring myself to post about my niece. Like, I just can't do it, she told her followers in the clip, which was captured in the blog YBF Chic. But what I did want to say is I want to thank everyone for sending their condolences. The 42-year-old reality star revealed that it was the first time someone in her family had died, and Tamar seemingly didn't expect to have to honor her beyond personal mourning. I don't want my sisters or my family to get upset with me, but the things that have been going on, this is the first time that anybody in my family has passed. Nobody tells you about going to the damn funeral. I don't have time to be going to the funeral. I'm still drained from that. It's a lot. Everything happens in God's divine order, and you've got to respect it and praise him anyway. So commenters on YouTube slammed her for her comments. She ain't too drained to respond to every damn thing on social media. So self-centered. It's terrible. Drama queen for real. One user said, another said he lost respect for the performer, writing, she has enough energy to do her show and to tell everyone to watch the Braxton show, but she can't go to the funeral. I think she should have been better just staying quiet. I know everybody grieves differently, but after watching this, I think she is a very selfish person. Michael is your brother and Lauren was your niece. Make time and be with him. He lost a child. That has to be very painful. I used to like Tamar, but now I have lost respect for her. Tamar's sister, singer Toni Braxton, however, said last week that she was in disbelief about the tragedy. RIP to my amazing niece, Lauren Lolo Braxton. Toni wrote on Instagram, I'm still in disbelief and so heartbroken. Love you always, Auntie Titi. Lauren reportedly died from complications with a heart condition. All right, so, you know, there's been a lot going on with Tamar and dealing with, you know, healing things with her sister, Tracy Braxton. She actually tweeted about that as well. And I'm assuming that's after last week's episode where, you know, there was the altercation, that happened on that particular episode, and now dealing with the grief from this. There's a lot that I think that she's dealing with at the moment. Not to mention, she's in a new relationship, discovering how to be a single mom, and I'm sure how to juggle it all. It's a lot of work. And I do feel like people find it's easy for people to jump online and to make comments about somebody and the way they grieve and what they do, on social media. It's very easy. A lot of people comment and say negative things about me every day on here. That doesn't bother me. I don't really care, because I feel like, my goal is to talk to the people who really want to hear what's going on in the world of news and entertainment. And the rest of them, it's fine. You want to comment, you want to talk about me, I really don't care. It's great. I love it. But what I will say though is that I'm sure it's not easy for everybody to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So Kandi, and I love this about her. I love that she is sort of stepping in for Tamar in this regard. And she had some really dope things to say. One of the things she wrote in solidarity with Tamar at this time, she wrote on Twitter, on Instagram, all the performers in my dungeon party were amazing. But I want to say a special thanks to Tamar Braxton. She was phenomenal. Tamar experienced a death in the family this week, and I saw a few people have decided to shame her for performing because they feel that she should not be doing anything at this time. You cannot tell people how to grieve. Some people need to work or to stay active to stop themselves from falling apart. Believe me, I know. I have experienced the loss of loved ones too many times. My brother died when I was 15. I decided to go to my performing arts class the next day. Everybody was asking why I was there, because they thought I should be grieving at home. What they didn't understand was that I needed to be there to help me through my pain. I'm tearing up even thinking about it. Anyway, I shared that to say that Tamar has been sad, but being out here with us has been helping keeping her spirits up. So leave her alone and just be supportive of her and her family during this time. Sometimes death will paralyze you with grief, but you got to figure out how to turn it into fuel to keep living and make the most of the life you have. I love you, Tamar. Keep pushing through the pain. I honestly thought that this was such a dope post, and I wasn't, I want to call them my little hot topics bureau. But my friends, my people who keep me posted on a lot of the things that we talk about on this channel as well, they sent me the story that people were kind of, blasting Tamar on social media. And I was going to talk about it at first, and give my opinion about it. But I held back because, I don't want to talk. It's very difficult to talk about somebody when they've just lost a loved one. And the other reason is I felt like it should be obvious. You cannot tell somebody how to grieve. Going to funerals is very difficult for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And everybody handles grief in so many different ways. And it just depends on where you are in your life, what you're currently going through, what's currently happening. You just don't know. So I like that Kandi is stepping out like this. And it's dope to see that they have really come full circle with going from being kind of like enemies to Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, really bringing them together and now doing this tour together, and now Kandi speaking out on her behalf. If you are one of those types of people on social media who likes to make a lot of negative comments about people and that sort of thing, and my goal is to tell you guys what's going on. Now, what you guys think of it and what you guys comment on it, I want to know your opinion and I want to know your thoughts on it. But, in these types of situations, I really feel like it's best to try to keep it positive, as positive as possible. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Are people right to be dragging her on social media? I don't really think that they are. I think that it's difficult regardless, and you never know how death is going to hit you, and it just takes you by surprise and it changes your life. So I just want to know, again, what do you guys think about this whole situation? Are you supporting Tamar? Are you supporting Kandi with this? Or do you kind of feel the opposite? And it's okay to voice your opinion. Just let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, because I got a lot more for you guys. Don't worry, the news is always popping off with these ladies, particularly all of the housewives, and I love talking about this subject. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, please do so at DJ Richie Scott, and I will see you in the next video.